Our planet, a vibrant sphere of blue and green, holds within it vast realms of seemingly endless ochre and gold. These are the great deserts, landscapes often perceived as barren and lifeless voids. Yet, to look upon them as mere emptiness is to miss the profound and subtle stories they have to tell. They are not absences of life, but rather theaters of extraordinary adaptation, where survival is a masterpiece of evolution painted on a canvas of extremes. From the sun-scorched dunes of the Sahara to the cold windswept plains of the Gobi, these arid lands cover more than a fifth of the Earth's surface. For millennia, they have shaped human history, dictated the flow of trade, and inspired tales of mystery and endurance. They are places of immense power and breathtaking beauty, where the silence is so profound it seems to have a weight of its own. Here, under the immense star-filled skies, one can feel a connection to the raw, untamed forces that have sculpted our world over eons. The wind carves the rock, the sun bakes the earth, and life, against all odds, finds a way to cling on, to thrive in the most challenging of conditions. In our journey today, we will traverse the globe, exploring the 10 countries that hold the largest swathes of these magnificent wildernesses. We will witness the sheer scale of these deserts, understand the unique characteristics that define them, and perhaps gain a deeper appreciation for their stark, uncompromising beauty. We begin our expedition on the continent of Africa, in a nation where the desert is not just a feature, but the very heart of the land. Our journey commences in Algeria, a nation intrinsically linked with the world's most famous desert. Here, the Sahara is not merely a border or a region. It is an immense, dominating presence. Over 80% of this vast country is consumed by the desert, an area exceeding 1.5 million square kilometers. This makes Algeria the custodian of the largest single portion of the Sahara. It's a landscape of staggering scale, where horizons seem to stretch into infinity, and the silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind moving across endless seas of sand, known as ergs. Within this immense territory lies the Tassili Naja, a mountain range of dark sandstone rising from the dunes. It is a world of its own, a labyrinth of rock formations that have been sculpted by wind and time into fantastical shapes. These forests of stone are not just geological wonders. They are also an open-air gallery of prehistoric art. For thousands of years, ancient peoples recorded their lives on these rock faces, depicting a time when this now arid land was a verdant savanna, teeming with giraffe, elephant, and crocodile. It is a poignant reminder of how profoundly our planet can change. We travel now to the Arabian Peninsula, to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Here, the desert defines the very character of the nation, covering nearly all of its landmass. The Arabian Desert is a place of legend, and at its heart lies a region with a name that evokes both awe and intimidation: the Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter. This is the largest contiguous sand desert in the world, an uninterrupted expanse of dunes that stretches for hundreds of thousands of square kilometers. It is a place so vast and so formidable that for centuries it remained one of the last unexplored places on Earth. The dunes of the Rub al-Khali are immense, some rising to heights of over 250 meters, their colors shifting from pale gold to deep reddish orange with the changing light. Life here is pushed to its absolute limits. Only the most specialized of creatures, like the Arabian oryx and the sandcat, can endure the extreme temperatures and scarcity of water. The Empty Quarter is a testament to the power of nature in its most elemental form, a realm of sun, sand, and sky, where the scale of the landscape humbles all who venture into its depths, reminding us of our own small place in the natural world. Our exploration of the Sahara continues as we move to Libya, a country where the desert's grip is almost total. Approximately 90% of Libya's territory is part of the Great African Desert, creating a landscape of profound aridity. The Libyan desert, a significant portion of the Greater Sahara, is renowned for being one of the driest and most sun-scorched places on our planet. In some areas, decades can pass without a single drop of rain, a level of dryness that is difficult for us to comprehend. The sun beats down with an unrelenting intensity, creating a world of shimmering heat hazes and stark, baked earth. Despite these incredibly harsh conditions, human presence has left its mark. Hidden within this vast emptiness are oases, small pockets of life made possible by underground aquifers. The oasis town of Ghadames, the pearl of the desert, is a remarkable example of human ingenuity. Its ancient covered alleyways and interconnected houses were designed over centuries to provide shelter from the searing heat. It stands as a powerful symbol of resilience, proving that even in the most inhospitable corners of our world, life and culture can find a way not just to survive, but to create something of unique and lasting beauty. So we now leave Africa and Asia behind, traveling across the vast oceans to the island continent of Australia. Here, the deserts have a unique character and color palette all their own. While they may not dominate the country as much as in our previous examples, Australia's arid heart is indeed vast, covering roughly 18% of the continent. It's a patchwork of several great deserts, the Great Victoria, the Simpson, the Gibson and others, that collectively form a wilderness of over 1 million square kilometers. This is the Outback, a land known for its iconic deep red earth and sparse hardy vegetation. Unlike the great sand seas of the Sahara, many Australian deserts are characterized by stony plains known as gibber and low, resilient scrubland. The Simpson Desert, however, is famous for its remarkably parallel sand dunes, hundreds of them running uninterrupted for vast distances. And at the spiritual heart of this arid land stands Uluru, the colossal sandstone monolith that glows with an almost supernatural light at sunrise and sunset. For the indigenous Anangu people, this isn't just a rock. It is a sacred, living entity, a library of stories and beliefs stretching back for tens of thousands of years. Returning to Africa, our journey takes us south to Sudan. This nation shares a significant portion of the Sahara, with over 800,000 square kilometers of desert lying within its borders. The Sudanese desert, encompassing the Nubian and Bayuda deserts, presents a landscape that is both ancient and dramatic. It's not just a place of sand, but also of rock and fire. The Bayuda Desert, for instance, is marked by black basaltic volcanic fields, the remnants of ancient eruptions that stand in stark contrast to the surrounding pale sands. It's a geological tapestry of immense age and stark beauty. This desert is also steeped in history. For thousands of years, it was a crucial corridor for trade and conquest. The ancient kingdom of Kush flourished here, its rulers known as the Black Pharaohs who once conquered and governed Egypt itself. Scattered throughout the desert are the mysterious pyramids of Meroe, steeper and more slender than their Egyptian counterparts. They rise abruptly from the dunes, the tombs of kings and queens of a powerful civilization that harnessed the desert's resources. They stand as silent, enduring monuments to a history that is inextricably woven into this arid land. We travel now to the Far East, to China, a country of immense geographical diversity. Here we find not one but two major deserts that together cover more than 700,000 square kilometers. In the northwest lies the Taklamakan Desert, a name chillingly translated by some as "you can get in, but you can't get out." It is a vast sea of shifting sand dunes, one of the largest in the world, contained within the massive Tarim Basin. Its ever-moving sands have buried ancient cities and trade posts along the legendary Silk Road, preserving them as time capsules beneath the surface. To the north and east of the Taklamakan lies the Gobi, a desert of a different nature. The Gobi is a cold desert, a high-altitude basin of rock, gravel plains, and sparse vegetation where winter temperatures can plummet to unimaginable lows. It's a land of extreme contrasts. Within the Gobi are the singing dunes of Mingshashan, where the wind moving across the sand grains produces a low, resonant hum, an ethereal sound that has given rise to countless legends. It is also one of the world's richest fossil sites, a place where the remains of dinosaurs have been unearthed, providing a window into a prehistoric world. Our expedition returns us to the very heart of the Sahara, to the landlocked West African nation of Niger. Here, the desert is an overwhelming reality, stretching across more than 700,000 square kilometers and covering about two-thirds of the country. This is a region deep within the Sahara, far from any coast, making it one of the hottest and most remote places on the continent. The landscape is dominated by vast plains of gravel, known as reg, and immense sand seas, such as the Tenere, a region so vast and featureless it was once known as the desert within the desert. The Tenere is a place of profound isolation, yet it holds a poignant story of life. For centuries, it was home to a solitary acacia tree known as the Tree of Tenere. It was the only tree for over 400 kilometers, a vital landmark for Tuareg caravans traversing the empty expanse. Its survival was a miracle, a testament to life's tenacity. Though the original tree is now gone, a metal sculpture stands in its place, a memorial not just to a tree, but to the importance of every single life in a world of overwhelming emptiness, and a guidepost for those who still follow the ancient paths. We journey northwards, to the vast, landlocked nation of Mongolia. The southern third of this country is consumed by the immense Gobi Desert, a sprawling cold desert that spans over 500,000 square kilometers within its borders. The Mongolian Gobi is a place of raw, untamed beauty and extreme temperatures. It is not a desert of endless sand, but rather a high windswept plateau of stony plains, dramatic canyons, and rugged mountains. Winters here are brutally cold, with fierce winds sweeping down from Siberia, while summers can be surprisingly hot. It is a land of fierce and dramatic contrasts. This challenging environment is home to some of the world's most elusive and resilient creatures, including the wild Bactrian camel, the Gobi bear, and the snow leopard. It is also the homeland of nomadic peoples who have adapted their entire way of life to these harsh conditions for countless generations. Their circular felt homes, known as gurs, dot the landscape, movable dwellings that allow them to follow their herds of goats and sheep to seasonal pastures. Their deep connection to this land is a powerful example of how humanity can live in harmony with even the most forbidding of environments. Crossing the Pacific, we arrive in North America, in the United States. While often imagined as a land of forests and plains, the US is home to a significant and diverse collection of arid regions. 4 major deserts, the Mojave, the Sonoran, the Chihuahuan, and the Great Basin, collectively span over 500,000 square kilometers across the western and southwestern states. Each has its own distinct character, climate, and ecology, forming a fascinating mosaic of aridity. The Great Basin is a cold, high-altitude desert of sagebrush, while the Sonoran is known for its iconic saguaro cacti. The Mojave Desert, home to Death Valley, contains the lowest and hottest point in North America, a place of stark and brutal beauty where summer temperatures are among the highest ever recorded on Earth. Yet, even here, life persists in remarkable ways. Following rare winter rains, the desert floor can erupt in a super bloom of wildflowers, a spectacular, fleeting display of vibrant color against the barren rock. These deserts are not just empty spaces on a map, they are complex ecosystems, rich with specialized life and possessing a rugged, captivating beauty that has inspired artists and adventurers for generations. Our final destination takes us to the Middle East, to Iran. Roughly 1/3 of this ancient land is desert, a domain of extreme heat and fascinating geological formations. 2 great deserts, the Dasht-e-Kavir, or Great Salt Desert, and the Dasht-e-Lut, or Emptiness Desert, dominate the central plateau. The Dasht-e-Kavir is a vast expanse of salt marshes and mud flats, where immense salt crystals form intricate, glistening patterns on the surface. It is a treacherous and largely uninhabited landscape, a remnant of an ancient sea that evaporated millions of years ago. To its southeast lies the Dasht-e-Lut, a place that holds the record for some of the hottest land surface temperatures ever measured on our planet, at times exceeding 70 degrees Celsius. Here, the wind has sculpted the land into massive parallel ridges and furrows known as yardangs, creating a surreal and otherworldly landscape that stretches for over 150 kilometers. Despite this infernal heat, life finds a way, with specialized insects and reptiles adapted to this furnace-like world. These Iranian deserts are a powerful reminder of the extreme forces at play on our planet's surface. We have journeyed across continents, from the scorching heart of the Sahara to the cold plains of the Gobi, from the red center of Australia to the salt pans of Iran. We have seen that deserts are not uniform expanses of emptiness. They are diverse, dynamic, and complex worlds, each with its own unique story, its own climate, and its own specialized forms of life. They are archives of our planet's deep past, holding records of climatic change, ancient civilizations, and the very dawn of life in their rocks and sands. These great arid wildernesses are some of the last truly wild places on Earth. They are essential components of our global climate system, and they are home to cultures that have developed an extraordinary and profound relationship with their environment. Their stark beauty, their immense silence, and their overwhelming scale offer us a sense of perspective, a chance to reflect on our own place within the vast tapestry of the natural world. They challenge us, they inspire us, and they command our respect. The future of these magnificent landscapes like so many of our planet's ecosystems, is uncertain. As our world changes, so too will they. It is our responsibility to understand them, to appreciate their fragile beauty, and to protect them. For in their survival lies not just the preservation of unique landscapes and remarkable creatures, but a testament to the enduring power and wonder of the planet we all call home.